All right, elsewhere in Europe, in Greece, the centre-right opposition New Democracy has won the snap elections. The country has been reeling under an economic crisis for over a decade now, compounded by populist policies of the previous government, a trend rising world over. So can Greece limp back to economic stability? Well, here's more.
Greece's conservative opposition New Democracy, led by Kyriakos Mitsotakis, winning a comfortable margin in the parliamentary elections on Sunday. This as voters rejected the current Prime Minister Alexis Tsipras and his tumultuous 4 years in office, with Greece struggling through a crippling financial crisis, a European Union enforced belt-tightening, high unemployment and almost crashing out of the Eurozone in 2015. Kyriakos called his victory a clear mandate for change, pledging more investment and fewer taxes.
You will see that very, very quickly, according to the current timetable. But we will be receiving a vote of confidence from Parliament on Sunday, July the 21st. So we'll be ready to legislate immediately after that. And of course, our discussions with our European creditors will begin immediately. But we've made our plan very, very clear. There are no real surprises here involved. We want to drive a real reform agenda for the country that is ambitious, very bold and very, very detailed.
Mitsotakis, 51, assumed the helm of the New Democracy in 2016. Although regarded a liberal, his party also harbours members with right-wing views. New Democracy won a commanding lead of 36.6% of the vote based on 73% of the votes counted, versus 31.6% for incumbent leftist Prime Minister Alexis Tsipras' Syriza. Tsipras, who took over Greece in 2015 when it was at the peak of financial crisis, initially vowing to resist deeper austerity, was forced into signing up for another bailout with the European Union, months after his election, a decision which went down badly with voters.
I feel very, very well. We have been waiting so many years, but we should have no illusions. We have a long road ahead of us.
Mitsotakis will inherit an economy that is growing very slowly and unemployment which is at 18%, Eurozone's highest. With Greece still challenged by its debt overhang, the fiscal policy stand of the new government will be closely watched. The real test for the new leader will be his budget outlines for the next fiscal in the economic address in September this year, when all eyes will be on him. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.
And fresh violence broke out in Hong Kong as riot police beat and charged protesters in a bid to disperse demonstrators. Demonstrators were seen using umbrellas to defend themselves from the charge. Several protesters were also detained by the riot police. Sunday's rallies were the first major protest since last Monday, when the parliament was stormed. Now, Sunday's protest began with protesters marching through the streets of Kowloon towards West Kowloon train station. The train station links Hong Kong with mainland China's high-speed rail network. In a bid to attract attention from mainland tourists, demonstrators were heard chanting in Mandarin instead of Cantonese, the language used in Hong Kong. Now, late into the evening, protesters continued to march down Nathan Road, the main thoroughfare in Kowloon, occupying half of the street. They chanted slogans as they marched northwards. After reaching Mongkok, police in riot gear formed a line to stop the protesters from advancing and demanded that they leave. For nearly 3 weeks now, the tensions in Hong Kong have been on the rise over the controversial extradition bill. The protesters have been demanding a complete withdrawal of the now suspended bill, which would have allowed suspects from Hong Kong to be deported to mainland China for trial. The bill has since been suspended by Chief Executive Carrie Lam, but it has done little to quell public anger. The demonstrators are calling for the bill to be scrapped completely and demanding an investigation into the alleged police brutality.